friends, welcome to the Lori Lulu Crochet Podcast, episode 127. My name is Lori. I live in the Chicago suburbs with my husband Ryan and our cat Daisy, and I love to crochet and I love to knit. And you can find all that yarny goodness on my social media, which is all linked down below. My Instagram, my Ravelry, my Gmail account, like my Gmail email for this podcast is all down there. So if you have any questions, email me. Yeah. And then all the patterns that I talk about, all the fancy yarns that I talk about will all be linked down there as well. And so, shall we begin? I don't know what's going on with my hair. I honestly think I'm going to cut my hair again. Because like right now, it's at that length where it's doing a little floopy thing in the back, which if it all did it, that'd be great. But I usually just have just one piece here or here that just flips out. And it drives me crazy. And with it being so hot, and it's all against my neck now, no bueno, no bueno, do not like. I have been able to get my hair into a little ponytail, so that helps, but anyway, it's like the whole reason I wanted to grow my hair out was because I wanted to do a ponytail and messy buns, but do I really need to do that? No, I don't. So, I have an appointment for the end of the month, so I'll be thinking on it if I want to keep doing this, growing it out until the end of the month. And then I'll decide. But anyway, so life stuff. Well, really the only exciting thing that I have done these last 2 weeks. So my husband and I drove my mom down to St. Louis, where we had a mini family reunion with my cousins and my aunt. My one cousin has been a missionary in a country on the other side of the globe, and I haven't seen him since 2018. Actually, I was like, I thought it was 2019. He's like, no, Nathaniel was born in 18. I was like, oh, because last time I saw Nathaniel, he was a baby, and now he's 6. So, and I hadn't even met their youngest, so she's adorable. Oh my gosh, 3 years old already, almost 4. So we drove. So Friday, I went and got mom. We met halfway, and Dad was with her. We met halfway. I took mom. Dad went back home. And then we came here. We spent the night. Saturday we drove down. Just took our time because we couldn't get into the Airbnb until 4 o'clock. So we just took our time going down. After Saturday we just kind of chilled, had pizza, and got to know my cousin's children. And got to see my cousin. Like, oh my gosh, I have missed him so much. And then Sunday we got up and putzed around the house. Like, everybody's like, I just want to sleep in. Fine, that's fine. Of course, I cannot sleep in. I've never really been able to sleep in. Like 8 o'clock, that is sleeping in for me. I will lay in bed till like noon, but I will be awake. So I eventually just got up at 8:30. I was like, everybody's quiet. If they're not sleeping, then they were awake, but they were staying in their bedroom. So I was like, this would be a perfect time to shower and get ready, and I'll be ready for the day. And that's what we did. So then we ended up going to the St. Louis Gateway Arch, is what it's called. It has a whole nother, like, it had a whole nother name to it, but now it's like known as the Gateway Arch. and it is the smallest national park. So now I can say I've been to another national park. I've only been to one other one. But yeah, that was really cool. We rode up to the top, which I am not a fan of heights, but this, like, I was not gonna miss this. Like, I wanted to see it. I'd never been before, so it's very exciting to be a part of this. But Nathaniel was just like, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this, I don't like arches, and he's just fighting, getting in line, and then he was okay, and then we got in the elevator thing. It's like part elevator, part escalator, part Ferris wheel, so it kind of swings a little. This little capsule that you're in, I mean, we were crunched in there, and they say they can fit 5 people, and there were 3 of us in our capsule, and I was like, okay. And then we get up there, and Nathaniel's like, this is so cool, I love this is amazing, and I was just like, see? And then it came out that he thought we were going to be outside. He thought this was all happening, like we were going to go up outside. It's like, no. And then it made me laugh because my brother thought the same thing when we went to the Sears Tower. And yes, I still call it the Sears Tower. It will never be anything other than the Sears Tower for me. But my brother thought we were going to be outside, and he freaked out and would not go. And fought my mom the whole way up. Because he thought we were going to be outside at the top of the building. Like, no, we're inside. So, but that was really fun. Like, we had a great time. And when Ryan and I travel, we try to get ornaments for places that we go. So I got this really cute arch ornament. Gateway Arch National Park. This one was $13. The ones that actually have the year on it were like $25. So I may just write the date on the back here, like in Sharpie or something. So yeah, I thought that one was really cute. And then I found these earrings. I haven't even pulled them out of the box yet. I think I'm gonna wear them tomorrow to church. But so it's like 3 pieces. Oh, this is all backwards. That's okay. It's like 3 different pieces. You can see how it goes. Anyway, but it's supposed to replicate the arch keystone. The piece that's in the middle. So like once that was inserted and welded into place, then the arch could be freestanding. There we go. Now we got them both facing the right way, except for that top piece. Oh well. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. Ryan got a mood ring, but it's just a plain band, and it has the mood ring, the mood stone around. And of course, he's always warm, so it's always gonna be blue and purple for him. What else do I have in here? I have our tickets from going up, and then my cousin gave me this. One, it was a badge. I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore because that's where she is living right now. And then she gave me this memory stick. And it has all of our grandpa's sermons on it. And I was like, she said something about, oh, you should plug it in and listen to it on the way home. And I was like, okay. But part of me is like, I don't know if I can handle listening to his sermons. At least not in the headspace I'm in right now. I don't know. I just, hearing his voice again would be, it would just be. So yeah. So I have this. We'll see if I ever get around to listening to it. So yeah. Thanks, Tiffany. I appreciate it. So then we came home on Monday, and then we introduced my mom to Taylor Swift on the drive down there on the drive back. She never really listened to Taylor Swift before, so anyway. So then Tuesday, I took Monday and Tuesday off. Tuesday, I drove all the way to my parents' house because my dad was working, so he couldn't meet us halfway. So I drove all the way up to Michigan and back in a day with a stop at the yarn shop. Gotta stop there because we looked for yarn shops in St. Louis, and the one that was closest to us didn't open until noon, which is kind of a bummer because we were gonna eat lunch and then leave. So anyway, but we ended up, like, my cousin likes to knit as well, so we went to Joann's and she found some things. I didn't find anything that I liked because I already had something from Joann's, which I will tell you about later. Anyway, but on the way home Tuesday, I think I was still in Indiana. I don't think I had crossed the Illinois border yet. And a rock hit my windshield. And, like, it was, like, right here. Like, there. It was, like, but on the, like, if I'm looking at it, it's, like, right here. But it was, like, really close to, if it had gone through, it would have hit me. And, yeah. So I had a nice big hole in my windshield, and I was like, great. Not a hole, but just a chunk taken out. So we went, we have great insurance, so I was able to, we don't have to pay anything. We actually just got my car back after they filled in the hole, although you can still, like, it's still visible, but it's not going to spider out and cause problems. And they also filled in the 2 other holes that I've had for a long time. So those were fixed, and I was very thankful that, okay, my car is fine. Dory is okay. Yes, I named my car Dory after Dory in Finding Nemo because it's a blue car. Anyway, but so this week I was off Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday I went to work for half a day. My manager was like, go in, print the letters, get them ready to mail, and then go home. And I was like, all right. There were still other things I did at home once I got home. So I had a full day of work on Wednesday. Thursday was a holiday, so we didn't have work. And then yesterday, Friday, I took the day off. Because one of my best friends was like, her and her sister do national parks tours, but they go like camping and hiking and roughing it through the national parks. So she needed to be dropped off at the airport, and it was in the middle of the day that she needed to go. So I was like, well, I could take part of the day, but I have the vacation time. Let's just take it off. Let's take off the whole day. So it's been a nice week. So, let's see. Yeah, so then last night we dropped off my car, and then I got a call at 9 o'clock this morning. It's done. Okay, we'll be there. So we actually just got back from doing that, so yeah. And that has been my life stuff. Should we talk about yarny goodness? Because I have some exciting things to talk about. Finished objects. I have one. And you've probably seen it from the thumbnail. But it is the Olori sweater tee by La Knits. I think that's right. Yeah. I'll put it up there. It was living in my YarnCon bag from when I went to YarnCon because I got the yarn at YarnCon. Oh, and then I got this cute pin that looks like a stained glass window at the St. Louis Arch. So yeah, Knits Olori sweater here. The yarn that I used was Black Cat Fibers on their Pampas DK base, which is 100% Peruvian Highland wool. And the colorway, this is gorgeous. This is all I have left. So it's less than one skein. The colorway is called Bougainvillea, and it's looking a lot more pink than it is in real life. But yeah, so it's like neon purple and pink, and my nails match. So yeah, here she is, all done, washed and blocked, although I didn't really block, I just laid her flat. Ends are woven in. Yeah, so the only issue I have, and it's a user error, honestly. So I was alternating the skeins, and you can totally see it up the back. Now, when I first started doing it up here, I was doing it in the same spot every time, so it looks so much neater. And then I was like, oh, let's try something different. So I was experimenting with this, and you can totally tell. And it kind of goes off center because I forget sometimes, or one time I picked up the wrong strand and it's like 5 stitches later. You can totally tell. Yeah, like right there. So, but yes, I love this sweater. I love this sweater. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I knit a sweater. So, last time you saw, I was here. It was cute YarnCon stitch marker. And so, did all that, did the ribbing, bound off. I have a sweater, you guys. I have a sweater, and it's beautiful. Oh my gosh. It really is showing up more pink on the screen. We did have a beautiful sunny day. I don't know what happened. It's like I walked in here and boom, done. But yes, here is my Olori sweater. I'm calling it the Olori sweater though. Just look at her. We'll just look at her for a bit. Just kidding. Yeah. I think I'm gonna make another one actually. So be on the lookout for that. I pretty much just focused on that one and getting the cardigan done as well. Like, those are the two projects I've really been working on these last couple weeks. So for makes in progress, I only have 2, and I don't have a whole lot of progress on those, but I'll show you the knit one first because there was a, excuse me, actually let me grab my crochet fuel. Put that back on the table. Now the condensation made my hands all wet. Okay, living in here are my Christmas socks. The yarn that I'm using is Knit Pick Stroll, which is a 75-25 merino nylon blend. It was a bare skein that I bought, meaning it had no color, and then I dyed it myself. So it is the Lori Lulu Christmas 2023 colorway. Here, let's see if I can pull one of them out. This is what it looks like. Lots of fun colors in here. So I'm doing my heels, toes, and cuffs in the 5 different colors that are represented in this colorway. So they are going to be mismatchy socks, for the most part, the same. But here we go. So start off with red and green for the toes, and this is what it looks like. I think it's funny how you have this red toe and this sock looks like it's more red, and then you have this green toe and this one looks like it's more green and blue. That's kind of funny. But there's purple and pink and blue in there as well. So you can see the purple here and the blue here. The red and the pink kind of combined a little when I was dyeing it. But yeah. I am about 20 rows from the heel. So my sock recipe is the same. I am going to try something new though. So basically the toe is this toe I learned how to do from the Basic Toe Up sock by Wendy Progner-Geckner. When I get to the heel, I will do the shadow wrap heel. The tutorial is by Denise from Earth Tones Girl. All of this is linked down below. And then I'm just going to go as far as, because I don't have a lot, so I'm just going to go as far as it will allow me to go on these socks. As much yarn as I have. Maybe I'll save some for my blanket. Maybe I should. We'll see. Not quite there yet. I still have to get to the heel. I always like to do my socks 2 at a time because when I bind off, I have a pair of socks. They're done. Whereas I'm afraid if I would do them 1 at a time, although I am going to try. I do have some 9-inch circulars. I wanted to try that, see how that goes. Because I've done enough socks with these. I've done over 40 pairs of socks with this method. I've done one sock at a time. My first pair of socks I ever did, I did 1 sock at a time. And it took me a year to make those socks. Of course, I was new to knitting at the time, and they had me do an afterthought heel. It's my first time knitting socks, and you're gonna have me cut my knitting? Are you crazy? So my friend Wendy, who designed the pattern, I let her take it. I was like, you cut it. And then I will finish it. I had to do Kitchener on my heels. Those socks don't fit me as well. They're a little small, like foot-wise. So I don't wear them very often. But they're very special socks for me, so anyway. But these are going to be special too. So I'm very excited about those socks. Here are the colors that I have for heels, toes, and cuffs. So I was like, oh, I'll just randomly pull a color, and then I was like, well, I want to make sure it's all right, so I've randomly written down colors. Excuse me. For yeah, it's interesting. Well, that's just how my brain works sometimes. So the next one I have, the next make in progress, is a design in progress. So where to begin? So this is my Rainbows and Feathers shawl. It was inspired by Josephine Baker. Rainbows because she adopted children from every country, every religion. She thought we all should be able to live together in peace. So she called it her Rainbow Tribe. And then feathers, obviously, because she was a burlesque dancer. But she was way more than that, honestly. I highly recommend you find a documentary on her or listen to the History Chicks podcast episodes about her. They had 2 or 1. I can't remember. I highly recommend it. So, because it's Josephine Baker, I had to have an African themed bag. Not because she actually considered herself French. She renounced her American citizenship and became French. Hey, why not? So it is in my Chitingi bag. So when I started it last year, I kind of did a practice shawl and I did not like it. The way that I wanted it to be shaped and the way I wanted things to work, it just wasn't working out and I didn't like it. So I went back to, I was like, how am I going to do this? I don't want to do it that way. Every time I'd pull this out to work on it and start the way I had done it last year, I was like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do it that way. And I resisted. And it's like my brain just wasn't wanting to do it. And then, did Hannah talk about it? I can't remember. But Hannah from the Cozy Cottage it's called the Treasure Island Shawl. This is one of 3 that I have made. This is the one I kept. The other 2 I gifted to my mom and my sister-in-law. Cute shawl. I love this. It's super easy to do. I thought, that was an easy project. Why don't I make it shaped like that? Because the other way was not, my brain was just not computing. So I took measurements from this. It's loosely based off of this. And then I was like, well, if I get to the rainbow part, I'm gonna have the same problem I had the last time. And was it Thursday, the holiday. I had gotten up early because couldn't sleep in. And then Ryan got up and I was like, you know what, I am tired, so I'm gonna lay down. So I was gonna take a nap and I laid there and thought about this shawl the whole time. Didn't sleep. And I think I've come up with a solution of how I can make rainbows and feathers work. And I'm so excited to get this done now. So, all of that to say, just trying to see where I put the ball band. Did I put them in here? Nope. My swatch is in here. Oh, they're way down here at the bottom. Okay, so the main color is Mode Knit Yarns. On their Mode Work Lace, which is 100% superwash merino, in the colorway Night Music. This is what it looks like, all balled up. It's a rainbow of colors. And the fact that it's called Night Music is just perfect for Josephine. So yeah, it's a gorgeous colorway. Really, really like it. And then for the feather part, I have some mohair from Leading Man Fiber Arts. Ooh, you can see the halo of mohair stuck to the band. So this is 72% Super Kid mohair, 28% mulberry silk. It's a lace weight, obviously. And the colorway is Royalty, which is this beautiful purple tonal, which, I mean, what can I say about it? So, this is the feather part of it. And then here's what it looks like. All worked up. This is just my swatch. I wanted to see how much I could, 4x4 swatch. So that's what it looks like. And I really like the fabric that it created. I'm using a bigger hook than you probably should use for lace weight, but I love the airiness of that. Like, especially for someone with hot flashes, this is going to be great to wear. So, without further ado, here's my shawl. Yeah, I am not very far on it. I was like, oh, maybe I'll just carry the yarns. I really shouldn't have carried the yarns. I'm gonna have to cut every time because 4 rows is a bit far to carry a yarn. So we'll fix that, but here we are so far. I am on row 26 of 140. If my math is mathing. 140 rows for one side. One side. And actually, no, it'll be more rows. So, that is where we are so far. Yeah, so I may just rip this one side out because I only have 1 row. So I'll just rip it out and cut it, and then we'll just have lots of ends to weave in, which is fine. If it turns out the way I want it to, it'll be great. Yeah, I'm excited about this again. Like, before I was like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. And now I'm excited. So that is good. That is good to have excitement about a project. Yes. Okay. And speaking of excited about a project, I have the yarn to make another Olori sweater tee. So I went to Joann Fabrics here in my hometown. Went to look for Happy Planner supplies. So I have started using Happy Planner. I've been using it for almost a year now. I love that system and like how it's interchangeable for you as you. So it's like last year I used this one calendar design. Now I'm gonna try a different one, see if I like it better. So I'm very excited about it. So I got all the stuff I needed for my new calendar or my new planner because I run out of pages. Because that's what you do with a calendar, right? So I was like, I'm just going to get that and then I'm gonna walk out. Go grab my stuff that I needed, walk down the aisle, and at the end is a clearance bin of yarn. And on top was this color. And I was like, that's gorgeous. Yeah, I think I need that one. And then I got thinking, that would be pretty for an Olori sweater tee. And then I was like, how many do I need? Well, I'm gonna need 5. Okay, I can handle that. 5 at $3. I mean, considering I bought 4 skeins of this yarn, and it is hand-dyed indie yarn, it's not a cheap sweater. So, the next time I'm making it, it's gonna be very cheap. So, here's the yarn. I know, like, it's so different from this one's so bright and this one's so pale. But it is Big Twist Fleck. So it's a tweedy yarn, which I love. So it is 100 grams, 208 yards. It's a number 4. It feels about the same width as the DK that I used. It is, I'm assuming, oh, it's 85% acrylic, 85 acrylic, 10% polyamide, 5% linen. Interesting. It is machine washable. You need to lie it flat. This is the colorway ice cream cake. So, I mean, it's really blowing out. It kind of is like a pale pink color, and then you have the tweed flecks. It's like there's purple, there's yellow and green and pink. Like, it's just fun. I'm not sure how soon I will start the next one, but another Olori sweater and this. And I have 5 balls, all same dye lot. So I shouldn't have to alternate skeins. I'm hoping. But then, when we were in St. Louis, my cousin found some yarn that she liked in the clearance bin. They only had one. She said she wanted 2. So I went to my Joann. Where's it at? And I found it for her. So I'm going to send this to her. It is the Karen Colorama Halo. Isn't this pretty? This is so pretty. It's in the colorway Magenta and Mandarin. So I took a picture of it. I was like, I'm buying this for you. Go back to the other Joann and get this. And so she's like, I'm going to check see if my hometown Joann has it. She says she has 3 in her hometown. I was like, well, I have more I can go check too if I need to find another one for you. So, now that I've talked about it, I can send it to her. I'm not sure what she's going to make with it, but I'm happy to give that to her. I have bought more yarn. And I know the yarn crawl is starting soon, but I don't know if I'm going to go this year. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. But I was scrolling through Facebook, as you do, and an ad popped up. Gorgeous yarn. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. And it says, we still have past month yarn club boxes available for purchase. So I click on the link. It's Hypnotic Yarns. She's located in New Hampshire. I've never had New Hampshire yarn before. So I was scrolling through every month to, I think, all the way through 2023. They still have the boxes, all the little goodies that you get with the yarn, or you can get the whole box. Now, I can't guarantee that you can get the sock yarn or the DK yarn, whatever. So I went and I looked at the August of 23. That's my birthday. And it was a sunflower inspired colorway, and I was like, not my jam. Don't care for that. So, scrolling through, looking at other months that are significant to us, and I saw the March 2024, which was the yarn that was in the ad. And I was like, March 2024, that was our 20th wedding anniversary. It is a gorgeous yarn. Yep, I need to buy it. So, sorry for all the crinkling. Here is this yarn. Oh my gosh. So it's teal with flecks of purple and pink. Oh, and the colorway name is Here We Grow Again, which, considering all the things that Ryan and I have been talking about and working through since our anniversary, it's growing. That's what we need to do. We grow together better. So the next 20 years are better than the first 20. It's what we've been our mantra for the last few months. Since our anniversary, actually. So, I was like, what a perfect way to remember all that. And remind myself, yes, I need to grow. He needs to grow. And we'll grow together. But anyway, it's so good. So pretty. And then, got this cute little bag, notions bag, with some fun notions. So you have these stitch markers that say right side, wrong side. These are from Paper Sushi. So that's that. There's also, I think I might send this to Tiffany, actually, my cousin. Go away, I'm knitting. I was like, oh, yeah, I love that. And then the one thing that I'm so excited about, soon as you open that bag, you can smell this. It is a mini shampoo bar. Like, it is tiny. And it's lavender and lime is the scent. So, I mean, it is strong. This is by the Natural Spa. So, I'll probably link those down there as well. So, now that I've showed you, I can try my shampoo. We'll set that over there. So, that's not all, friends. That's not all. So, when I was in Michigan with my mom, we were stopped at Yarn House, Yarn Studio. I was looking for something because I was like, oh, maybe I'll make my cousin a hat for Christmas, which I still can do. I can still go get the yarn and do it. But I wasn't finding anything, and plus I kind of want to ask her, like, what is your favorite color? I think I know what it is, but we'll see. But, while we were there, she's checking out the yarn. I was looking at all the stickers that they have, and they have these two. So this one's for me, one's for my cousin. Obviously, you crochet for me. You knit for Tiffany. So when I send her the other yarn, I'm going to send her the sticker as well. And that pin as well, I think. But the yarn. So, there's this crochet sweater that I've been wanting to make. Not for a long time. Like, it's been in my queue for a short amount of time. Probably since late last year. It's called the Daisy Tee, which my cat is Daisy. And later, after I bought this yarn, I was like, oh, maybe I should have gotten black to represent our cat Dixie, who passed away. So it'd be Dixie and Daisy in there. But then I was like, no, I don't want a black sweater. I mean, it'd be easy with the Daisy Tee. As you can see, it's a lace work kind of thing. So it's kind of open sweater. So I'll have to wear tank top underneath. But guess what color I picked? Should be no surprise that it's purple. Yes, so I found Cascade Heritage, which is 75/25 merino nylon blend. It is fingering weight. The color is 5719. I looked up the color, I can't remember. I'll put it up here. But yeah, I was looking for like a nice purple tonal. There was another brand that I really liked, but they only had 2 balls. And, I needed 3, so there were like 10 of these in this color. So yeah, I wonder, does it have it on the receipt? Violet Indigo, that's the name. Yep. Oh, it has such a lower sales tax than we do. Price of living in Illinois. Ugh. Anyway, enough of that. That's everything. I think so. I've been talking for a long time. So with that, I'm gonna go. I don't think we have anything big planned coming up. Tomorrow we're having a combined service with our Arabic congregation that shares our church building, so that's going to be fun. But really, that's all that I can think of. Oh well. A boring 2 weeks sounds like a great idea after the craziness that I have had this last week. Anyway, so with that, I will see you in 2 weeks. God bless. Bye!